Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and B-Dot is here with me.
You're
getting ready for some Yeetie. Did you watch the Monique interview on Club Shay?
I saw a couple clips.
All right, well, let's see where it's at right now. It's at 3.7 million views.
Wow.
Already. And let's talk about some of the things that went viral. There were a lot of different moments. It's a 3-hour interview.
It's like a motion picture.
Yeah, it's like watching two movies. Well, one person who Monique talked about was Hughley, and she says that they will never be cool until he takes accountability for the foul things that he said to her, including a game that they play on the radio show. And his co-host, my girl Jasmine, is actually the person who was doing the game because he wasn't there that day. And it was kind of a would you rather type of game. And here's what she says happened.
Would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one? I call D.L. Hughley on the phone. I say, hey, baby. Yeah, that's how he responds. I said, listen, ask me about my husband and Lee Daniels and Corinne Steffens, and his exact words, well, that's how we do it. It got so ugly that my attorney had to send a cease and desist, so it never aired.
Well, DL did respond. He went on his social media page with the quickness, and he said the reason lies and false narratives continue to go on and circulate is because they go unchecked. What you're not going to do is call me out my name and not get checked. Monique is a liar. She is constantly throwing the rock and hiding the hand. You don't get to tear people down and then soften the blow by calling them brother, sister, sweet baby. That's not love. And here's what he had to say about her being a liar.
My co-host Jasmine Sanders played a game that we played all the time with everybody called Would You Rather. She apparently was so offended by that she said she got off. She called me. Monique did, and she said I was very dismissive, like, Monique's a liar. When Monique did call me, I heard her complaints, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have aired. It didn't, because I respected her wishes.
Now, one thing he also said, and let's be clear, they're both comedians, all right? So they're going to say certain things that I think in another context people would be enraged about, but comedians get away with a lot more.
Yeah, they definitely have the license to say things that most people can't.
All right. Now, in addition, she talked about Kevin Hart. Apparently, they had a really great relationship, and then they didn't. And she said he was supposed to help her, but then she didn't hear from him for like 2 years. Here's what she said about Kevin Hart.
He said, I'll executive produce, I'll partner with you. I said, good Kevin, because we're in a deal with Endemol, and we're trying to get our talk show back. Mo, whatever it is, I got you. We get a call from Endemol. Endemol says, we just got a call from Kevin Hart's manager, Dave Becky. And Dave Becky said, Kevin doesn't want anything to do with Monique.
Kevin Hart is also the type of person who he is going to respond at some point.
Maybe he did get a new number.
For 2 years?
It happens.
Listen, I don't know what really happened behind the scenes with that, but I'm sure Kevin Hart has his own side to the story, too. And then she had some things to say about Tiffany Haddish. She did not like the way that Tiffany Haddish talked about, her man, her husband. And here's what she had to say about Tiffany Haddish.
And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers. And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs. If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment.
Now, Tiffany Haddish is another person who's definitely going to respond.
Yeah, she definitely. I'm waiting for that.
So it's kind of like when Cat Williams did the interview, and there were a lot of things happening after that. This is what this is going to be like, I feel like.
This comedy beef might be worse than rap beef.
I feel like Club Shay is now like where comedians go to get it off their chest.
Club Shay is turned into the tunnel.
All right, well, this break was definitely all about Monique and Shannon Sharpe. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are flying under the radar, but we definitely feel like you need to know about it. Bida, since you were wearing Chanel yesterday, we have a story about Chanel for you guys. It's all about a lawsuit and fake purses. It's Way Up. Under the Radar is next.
Way up.